What do you think about Eli Raridon? What's your report on?
Yeah, I tell you what, I think that I think Raridon is a 4th-round player myself, is what I do. And when you watch,
So you got a 4 on him.
I do have a 4 on. I do have a 4 on him. And you watch him; he's 6'6", he's 245 out of Notre Dame. He's kind of a wide tight end, but you see him, like, when I say wide, in line, play on the line of scrimmage, play next to the tackle. He could also play as a wing. You see him do those things. You see him with a lot of different things with movement. He spends a lot of a time where you will see him though hand down, which I think is a cool thing. He's solid with his technique. He's got some tenacity. The getting into the block and stuff like that and staying on the block, I think, is something that he needs a little bit work on. That might be something more with a little bit more mass, a little bit more power. But I think the effort is there. I think the technique is there. I think there's, like I say, there's solid technique when he blocks. But he's one of these guys that's kind of sneaky in the way he plays. You see him underneath. You see him up some of the hash throws. Not a lot of vertical stuff, but you see like the underneath stuff. They like to kind of try and sneak him out and then throw him the football. I think he's one of those guys that when you watch him play, he can get up the field. I think if Notre Dame would have used him more up the field, I think he's capable of doing that. But after the catch, not a lot of wiggle to his game. You kind of see him catch the football, get what he can, and then make the play that way. But I like the blocking ability. I like the hands. I like the ability to potentially be a downfield player. There's something you have to know about him. He tore his ACL in his right knee twice. So this is in 2021 and 2022. Maybe that's behind him now, but you're talking about a double ACL injury in his right knee. So that's something you need to be aware of.
Bryan, I thought he had a lot of traits that were there to, that could improve, but he does some good things right now. But the issue is I don't think Notre Dame put him in a lot of those spots.
I don't think they did either.
He didn't have a whole bunch of catches this year, Bryan, like 30 or something.
Yeah.
33 or whatever. He lines up all over the place.
He does.
I see them treat him as a wide receiver when they're passing it to him,
right?
Which is interesting because you're kind of like selling your hand a little bit. His route tree, fascinating stuff, Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
He's either running to the flats,
right? He's
doing some weird dump off, which is like an out, which is a little bit more, or he's running all the damn way downfield. There's no in between.
Yeah.
What I really liked about his downfield stuff, Bryan, is he knows how to sneaky push off from people.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I'm saying? And I think you have to know how. Like, you can't push the hell off of you. You slightly.
Jason Witten was good at that. Kind of that arm, using the arm to push. Yeah.
So I feel like if Raridon had more opportunities downfield, I feel like he may have been. I thought he tracked the ball well for the 5 deep passes that they threw at him or whatever. Like, you got to literally go to the game logs, find where the receiving yards are at, and then kind of go watch them games. And that's one thing that I noticed. He knows how to slippery find his way open. I thought as a blocker, I thought he was really good at the move block. So when they were pulling them, when he was lead blocking and outside reaching, all that kind of stuff, I thought he was really like good at that. Besides that, he's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's not like a Roush that's gonna go in there and just whoop the hell out of somebody.
Right.
But he will get in front. He will kind of fight and wrestle a little bit. I just wanted Notre Dame to put him in more positions that benefited him. As opposed to just the flats or the deep ball that he was catching. So I had him in the 5s because I just ain't got a whole bunch of evidence on him. You know what I mean? I just wish I had more evidence.
I'm betting on the upside there.
But he got traits though.
The traits. That's what I'm betting on.
He has good size, good ability to go in and fight, and I can see him running around a little bit.
There's a little bit of a history here too. By the way, this kid's dad was a strength coach at Notre Dame for Lou Holtz. So, he comes from a family of he's Notre Dame through and through. Yeah. But Notre Dame has had like 6 tight ends. This could be the 7th tight end drafted in the last 9 years at Notre Dame. Just something to think about. These Notre Dame tight ends, we're talking about the traits, this kid's background. He's going to work hard. He's going to play hard. So I kind of was looking at more of a traits player with the thought that somebody's going to use him the right way. I think you put it very well that Notre Dame did not use him in the way that he needed to be used. I think this kid's got a chance to really help somebody because he's the willing to block. He can play in a lot of different spots. I think his hands are good enough. The injury things, you got to worry about the knee a little bit. I mean, if he's tore the ACL twice, but it happened in 2021 and 2022. So here we are, we're getting through. We're into he played through the 2025 season. Everything seemed to be okay there. So, but keep an eye on that.